conducted by Pyramid Valley International in association with Pyramid Spiritual Science Academy. Spiritual science is a well-known and does not belong to any religion, caste, creed, or cause or cult. It is the universal science. It is the collective wisdom of all religious masters. Spiritual science deals with the spirit or the Atman, which is common to all of us, the humanity. Every one of us is spiritual since we have the spirit in us. If we are away from the spirit, we are lifeless. We are connected by the spirit or the Atman, and hence we have all our souls and all are equal. Unless we study spiritual science, we cannot feel that oneness within us. And the truth is only one. Every religion is speaking the same, and that it is love, and love is the subject of spiritual science. Our dear Master Shivaramappa has been teaching this spiritual science to everybody, from the children who are going to school to the children who have retired from office work. I now welcome our dear Shivaramappa sir for another enlightening session for us today.
Okay, namaste. Thank you, madam. My dear masters, a great welcome to you all. In fact, meditation it is the gateway to the whole of spiritual science, spiritual family, spiritual world, spiritual universes, above and below. It should be an integral part of our life system. That is what we want. Every one of us, it is not a sort of thing, whether it is taken or not, whether is it necessary, that is a question. What is the question of necessity? It is what you are, actually. You should know what you are, first thing. It's a basic information for us to live happy life. Otherwise, we cannot have happiness in our life. So, the spiritual science should be an integral part of our studies, right from childhood to the time last we breathe. My dear masters, now let us go for a meditation session now with the assistance of Madam Analtesi. Please carry on.
Thank you, sir. Dear masters, kindly be seated comfortably wherever you are. Cross your feet at your ankles if you're sitting on a chair or a sofa, or sit cross-legged if you're sitting on the floor or on a mat. Clasp your hands with fingers into fingers. Remove any spectacles if you're wearing any. Gently close your eyes and maintain silence in your mouth. Let us all go into this beautiful Anapanasati meditation. Once again, dear masters, let us all dive into our own self to uncover, to discover, explore our own self. Breathe in gently and breathe out gently. Follow this gentle, slow, long, loving, peaceful breath of yours. Enjoy each and every breath. That loving breath which goes deep inside you, and that deep breath which lovingly comes deep inside you. Observe your breath which goes to that tiniest cell in your body. Cell which holds the life, your soul, your Atman, the Brahman inside you. Feel that positive energy in all the cells of your body. Feel that vibration in each and every cell of your body. Breathe in and breathe out. Just feel that life in each and every cell. Vibrate. Vibrate your energy. Just feel that energy, that vibration. Increase that vibration, your frequency, your positive energy. Be with the moment and enjoy the positive energy. Increasing vibration. The abundant. Divine energy from deep inside you. Enjoy this music and enjoy that positive energy deep within in each and every cell of your body. Increase that vibration. Bring out that positive energy from deep inside you and spread that positive vibration, that positive energy all around you. To all the beings around you. You become that positive energy and you attract only the positivity from all around you. Enjoy this great feeling. You are that positive one, which everybody is looking for now. Be with your breath and enjoy this positive moment, this divine moment, this present moment. This is the greatest gift you can gift yourself. You attract all the positivity that is required for you. The universe has everything in abundance just in store for you. Like attracts like. You attract all the positive desires, creativity, friendship, all that positive vibrations required for you. Last 2 more minutes. Just be with your breath and enjoy this greatest present which you have gifted yourself. Meditation gives you a lot of clarity and helps you to attract all the positive energies you require at all times. Be with your breath, dear friends. Last 30 seconds. Okay, please gently place your hands on your eyes for a few seconds and open your eyes with a beautiful smile and a sparkle in your face.
Yes, thank you, madam.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. So, wonderful melodious music always leads to the purification of mind. Sangita, Nritya, Dhyana are complementary to each other. All the three go alongside, side by side. Sounds are of two kinds. One is ahata, another one is anahata. Shiva and Shakti, Purusha and Prakriti. Both are same. From sound we should land up into silence. The silence, anahata, is the indicative of the divine waves of the sound, that is expression. internal expression. We must be able to reach our own internal expression. Our expression is in the shape of soul. That is the fund of happiness. That is the fund of, it is the ocean of anahata. It is the ocean of purity of mind. Divinity is filled up there. Masters, today's class, we are going to discuss about the kind of happiness what we are seeking for. What kind of happiness we need? What is the meaning of happiness? Whether we are only for happiness or what? Happy life we need, but not happiness. Okay. Our methodology should be happy. Happiness is not the target. The target is different thing. For that, the path is happiness. Okay, masters? Let us understand so the furtherance of this. I'll place some slides before you by sharing the screen. Yes, masters, I think you have a bigger screen with you.
Yes, sir.
To view, yes, fine, thank you. The Pyramid Spiritual Science Academy is a wing of Pyramid Spiritual Society's movement. Madam has already given preamble and introduction of this. Brahmarshi Patriji, we are ever grateful to him, the enlightened master. His mission is only to enlighten the whole world. And our message is to communicate and propagate and see that implementation is happening towards meditation and spiritual science to be integral part of every human life in order to enjoy every moment of their existence. Today, let us see what is this happiness everybody is seeking for and everybody is thoroughly aware of happiness. You ask any person, they know, I want happiness, they'll say. I want to be happy, they'll say. But do they know what is the meaning of happiness? That is yet to be known. I don't think people will be aware of this. Kindly, masters, see the slide. Who is happy? That is the question, first of all. Everybody wants to be happy, but anybody is happy? Everybody is asking, I want happiness, happiness, happiness. Hazrat Inayat Khan, one Sufi master, was asking me, kindly show me one person on this ground, on this earth planet, who can say that I am happy? And the answer is, according to him, none. Nobody is happy. Because nobody knows what is happiness. How can they be happy? See, very great statement there is. The whole humanity has to understand what is this. How can they comment on the whole humanity like that? Nobody knows happiness. Why? Because happiness is not outside to purchase. That is the big hazard for us. If something is there outside, everybody can purchase that, because people are ready to purchase anything, everything. When once it is seen, if they understand, they will purchase everything. There is no dearth of money. There is no dearth of capability, ability, and everything to purchase all the objective things. But unfortunately, the happiness is not in the market. That is the reason people are not able to lay their hands on that. That is the reason how they can find happiness with them. Unfortunately, the happiness is hidden somewhere, not outside, and it is hidden inside. Our soul itself is happiness, they say. Alchemy of happiness, the very wonderful work has been done by Hazrat Inayat Khan, a Sufi master from Ahmedabad, going towards the Middle East and propagating everything about the Sufism. Sufism is a philosophy of the soul. They speak of only internal joy. Even today also, many of the masters are there, leading very pious life. We have to follow them. It is not religious aspect. It is the aspect of nobility. It is the aspect of their existence. Our existence is linked to the happiness. Any man can remain if he is happy, otherwise he will vanish. And misery bites them, that's it. So he says, after a long experience and after practicing the entire spiritual life, he has given a message that the soul itself is happiness. Kindly find out, go internally. Many of us do not know about this, of course. Many of us do not know what is happiness, and they can never be happy. And they are not happy also. Okay? It's okay. People who do not know, they will not be happy. And some of us know this, but cannot align their mind with the soul, so they are not happy. Some people, they know that soul is happy, soul is happiness. We must look internally. We have to practice nobility by acquiring wisdom. We have to have self-realization. They know it, but unfortunately they are unable to implement that, and they are also not happy. The result is nobody is happy. Very, very few gifted people, very, very few people who are very, very insisting and very practicing, and they are with this kind of wisdom, spiritual wisdom. And to examine this aspect, why it is so much difficult to understand that. The details, if we want to go inside, and when we analyze the aspect of happiness, we will find it is of two kinds of happinesses we are there to understand. There are two kinds of happiness. There is one human happiness. That is, at our level, we can feel happy. What is happiness? Something we purchase and we'll feel happy. Something we give, we'll happy. Something object we have seen, we feel happy. We eat, we are happy. Something, whatever it is, objective. One kind of happiness we derive from the sense object enjoyment. That is classified under this. This is human happiness. Sense and object, both are in touch with this. My dear masters, what are the senses? Senses we have eyes, starting with the eyes, nose, smelling, seeing, smelling, listening, tasting, organs, and this is the sense. Lead to the mind, making it happy. And what do the senses do? They only feel, they see, and they carry the sense. What is that they are seeing? Some object they have to see. So there is an object always. If something is to be seen, there should be an object, no? So that object, if it is there, then only sense can work with that. And some happiness out of that object passing through the senses will reach the mind and be happy. So this always, so far you are seeing, and so are you are touching, or you are eating, or you are smelling, or you are listening, whatever it is. So there should be an object and their sense. Both, if they are in touch with each other, we derive some kind of happiness, and that is called sense objective enjoyment. There is another kind of happiness. This is divine happiness. You understand? There is divine happiness. That is known as bliss. Bliss is divine happiness. What is that? No sense object enjoyment. Here there is no sense, necessity of sense or objective happiness. There is no necessity of any object. There is no necessity of any sense. but you are happy for yourself. That is the internal happiness. There is no agency is required for feeling happy. My dear masters, did you follow? One is with agency, another one is without agency. With agency means that is objective. Sensory organs give that pleasure. That is called object and sense enjoyment. Sense objective enjoyment. That is what many of us are in the experience of. We are feeling happy when something we purchase, we are happy. Somewhere we meet, we are happy. We go to a function, we are happy, and all those. Another one is there, nobody knows, because the idea itself is not there, because they never understand unless the spiritual science is read. This divine happiness will not be understood by them. So the divine happiness is that it is continuous, permanent, and there is no agency required for that. There need not be somebody to give you any happiness. There need not be any object to give you happiness. My dear master, did you follow? Two kinds of happinesses. Which one you have to select? You have to follow. Okay? So at the end of the class, we will decide which one is better and which one is to be acquired. Now, next slide says, we will check out first one. Okay? First one, sense object enjoyment. What does it mean? How far we are getting it? Why we are feeling happy? All those aspects. And once you examine this sort of temporary enjoyment, that is where there is an object, where there is your sense. Your eye should be working and there should be an object also. Both should be there for you to enjoy. So these are of three kinds. One is comfort. Comfort also is a matter of happiness. Pleasure. Pleasure is also one thing associated with the happiness, and then peace. Now let us see what is comfort. Comfort, it is only of bodily experience. Comforts are only for up to the level of body. Suppose you are having some sofa, having AC, some lot of beautiful lighting is there, and you are comfortable to do the work, to sit, to relax, and all those. They are comfortable. But these comforts are temporary. So long your AC works, it is there. If AC doesn't work, you land in a problem. You will find a discomfort there. So the comfort is very, very temporary. So, my dear master, did you understand now? It is all objective oriented happiness. How long? The object itself is temporary. Your happiness cannot be continuous. It should be temporary only because the object itself is not permanent. Then secondly, pleasure. You understand? Pleasure. What is pleasure? Pleasure is belonging to the mind and body also. You will be pleasant means you are comfortable as well as you are peaceful. Body and mind. Suppose you go to a function, a wedding ceremony of one of your friends. You go there with your family, friends, with family and children and relatives. You meet your old friends and you will be offered a beautiful arrangement, beautifully arranged, comfortable seating. Okay. And then you find everything is very pleasant to your both body and mind also relaxes there. Okay. And you meet your old friend, you will be more happy, And then you also be given very sumptuous food, very VIP treatment and food you will get, and you are more happy even by the dishes and all that what they are served there. So you feel very comfortable for taste level. So both mind and body, both are kept comfortable here. This is called pleasant. Very pleasant situation. Okay. But the moment you go back to the house, then you are back to the pavilion again. Then you are again into doldrums, into your turbulence of your mind. You will be starting again the same old thinking pattern, and you will be again torturing yourself, confronting your family members again with the old issues of conflicts. Then your pleasure is disappearing. That pleasant situation, so long the situation is there, exists, that long only it will be pleasant. So that is very temporary. And daily you cannot have functions. And It is not the way of feeling happiness. And then third aspect is peace. Sometimes you are very peace. You have food, you have everything is there. Beautifully you are arranged and you are very peaceful. Suddenly, something happens, some telephone call comes up to you that your boy is not raised or your business suffers an amount of so much, say 5 lakhs, 10 lakhs loss is there, and something happened. All these calls, then your mind is getting disturbed. Till such time you are very peaceful, but the moment you got some sort of happening around any event that can disturb you, and your peace is torn into pieces. So all these are permanent things. They are not permanent. In fact, all these are momentary things, and we feel we are happy, and we know only this kind of happiness, which is never at all consistent or permanent, or for some time at least. And we are feeling happy. And we want only such happinesses again and again. What sort of a thing is this? Knowing pretty well that it is temporary, again we want that. We have never thought over or how I can be continuously happy. What is the way out for that? We never thought about that. And then these things, these agency, which are oriented by an objective things, by the agencies of objects, this kind of happiness is what we are getting. They are also subjected to a lot of limitations. Again, likes and dislikes. If you like, it is happiness. Otherwise, no happiness. Even object is there, you cannot be happy. Even agency is there, you cannot be happy. You understand? See, when once I give you very quickly, I will give one example. Suppose you are able to cherish coffee, you are habituated to coffee. If you are given coffee, you will be more happy. Yes or no? You will be happy. And if you are offered a tea, you are not happy. Why? Because the object changed. You are happy with the coffee, but not tea. But your friend sitting side by, he will be offered the tea, he will take. And he says, I am very happy with the tea. Tea is giving happiness. But if that friend is offered coffee, he is refusing. He is not happy with the coffee. Then what is the meaning of this? You are enjoying coffee, but your friend is not able to enjoy the same coffee. No difference in the taste of coffee. At the same time, same cup. But why we are not feeling happy? Why there is difference between this? Are you going to say that coffee has got enjoyment that to give you? Then if that is the case, why it fails with your friend? Why he is not accepting coffee? Because he does not like. That's his likes and dislikes are operating. And what are the meanings of likes and dislikes? In fact, there is no reason for your rationality is there for your liking and disliking. But you feel unhappiness and you feel happiness because of that. Now, in this case, we have to understand why you are happy with the coffee, though it is not giving happiness to others. There is something to understand here. So in which case, similarly, when you understand, the differences between these two, then we can understand why we are feeling happy. You look to other case. Suppose if you are happy with one coffee, but if you are given second cup of coffee, are you happy? You are happy with first cup. Second cup, third cup, you will say, I don't want. Why? Why you are refusing, though you are happy with the coffee? So there is something, happiness is there in the coffee. So if that is the case, if coffee is possessing happiness, what you are able to get, then it must give even for the third cup also it should be able to give. And you should go on asking more cups of coffee. But that is not the case. So there is something here. And sometimes it also subjected to moods. Suppose if you are lost a purse and you lost some money, and when you are offered coffee, you refuse. See, these are all limitations of that. Then the subject is that how you are feeling happy when some object is given to you. When you are sipping the coffee, what is happening? Coffee is not having anything to give you. It has got its own contents. But happiness is something different. happening with your mind. The moment you are sipping, the sense organs will communicate to the mind that something I am tasting. So the mind is occupied in receiving the coffee. So the mind will forget about all the thinking process, what it was originally with. And now it is not thinking anything, it dropped the thinking and it is only attending towards the coffee sipping. Okay. The mind is diverted on the coffee and it is only starting understanding, being conscious of coffee only. So the thinking process is completely shut down. That is the reason why he is happy. When mind is free from thoughts, he feels happy, not because of coffee. You understand? So this is what is happening when second cup also is there. Then the mind will not receive the coffee because the thoughts will again regenerate there. So this is how we have to understand that objects generate some happiness in the minds, because the moment it is in touch with that, the mind will drop all thinking and get associated with the object. Okay. Why they are happy? So this we have discussed, and why are they happy at all with these senses? Because they remain unmindful of their thoughts for the moment. Here you see in the slide, her mind, she's sipping coffee. Her mind is free while sipping coffee. That's why she is happy. Okay. And similarly, her mind is free while taking ice cream. Ice cream is not giving a sort of comfortable mind to her. Happiness to her. It is the comfortable mind, that is empty mind, that is giving happiness to her. That we should understand. Their minds are free from thoughts while viewing TV. And these people are lovers of art. They are free from thinking while reviewing art pictures. And here the melodious singing is going on, she likes it, and her mind is free from her own thoughts, and now she is attending to the listening only. So, unmindful of thoughts makes her a wonderful solace to her mind, and she's enjoying. So, these are the thoughts, these are the objective sense enjoyment. We have to follow like this. And then what is no sense object enjoyment? No agency is required. No senses are required for that. You can close the eyes. You need not touch anything. You need not listen anything. Everything is completely withdrawal of all senses. And then no object is necessary. When no sense object is involved, we call it no sense object enjoyment. This is possible only in alignment of mind with soul in meditation. So in meditation, only it is possible that you are linking yourself with the soul, which is the place of happiness. Okay. Happiness out of meditation is continuous and bliss, and this is called soul enjoyment. So the soul is pumping all the happiness to your mind. When once you are connecting with the soul will just give a gushing of the love to the mind, so that the mind will feel an extraordinary blissful state of happiness. Okay. So that is called extraordinary happiness, that is called divine soul, divine happiness, that is coming from the divine soul. The soul is common to all. The soul is connecting everything in the universe. Everything is filled up with the same soul, and that is divine. Okay. Including all universes are embodiment of the soul. Okay. That sort of divinity is giving its philosophy, it's a philosophical love, to the mind, and then mind will enormously feel happy with iota of any sort of tiresome this and that, and everything is out, and permanently will be, when so long you are aligned to the soul, you will be happy throughout. So this is the way how to find out the continuous happiness and permanent happiness. When once you are aligned, that is once for all. Again, you need not, always you will be staying in that samadhi. Okay. So the meditator is always having that sort of stabilized mind. That is called sthita prajnatva. Somebody has been telling yesterday, day before. Sthita pragnatva, stabilized mind, samadhi, enlightened. Okay. Self-realization is happening to him, self-realized. He has realized the soul, and then he is under the flow of immense pleasure, immense joy, immense comfort. Everything is immense. Whatever you call, that is immense, abundant, okay. Limitless, infinite. This kind of experiences we need actually. Who is going for that? Who is seeking for that? Okay, nobody is seeking for that. That is the big irony of humanity. All the humanity is yet to open its eyes. All the humanity has to work for that. Still, they have not stopped the confused life. Still, we are continuing the same thing in the same sort of confusion. Our life is saddled with lots of pleasures, comforts, and whatever you say, all temporary things, and invoking all sorts of disturbances, turbulences, violence, and a lot of confusion, a lot of distress, stress. What to say? So many things have been intercepting our life. Our life has become a bundle of miseries. Why? How? Because we are not seeking what is we should seek. That is all what is happening. Now, my dear masters, that is no sense enjoyment. Okay, that is called bliss. Somebody was questioning what is bliss. The bliss is that there is no comfort there. There is no pleasure. There is no peace. That is called bliss. There is no pain. There is no gain. There is no sorrow. There is no happiness. Nothing. It is only a pure state of blissful state. ब्रह्मण्याध्याय कर्माणि संगम त्यक्त्वा करोति यः स च न लिप्यते न स पापेन padmapatramevambhasa. Okay, the beautiful word brahmane adhyaya karmane. Always your mind is stabilized in the blissful state, and that state will give you the excellence in your deeds. Yoga karmasu kaushalam. In that state, if your mind is stabilized, that will give you a beautiful direction to your all actions of the activity. And the humanity will flourish. Humanity will be always peaceful. If one is of that, his the soul trends, will flow to everybody. That is the reason one will change the entire world. So we have to. That's what is happening around the world. So many masters, and they are giving their energies to the humanity, and still we are blossoming with some degree of happiness, some degree of development, some degree of a sort of nobility still existent. So now every one of us should become warrior of this sort of divine soul. We should be warriors of soul, and we should enjoy the soul trends. Okay. So with this, time is getting up. Of course, this is the meditation we have to do. Unless meditation is invited into your life, we will be very far away from this sort of happiness. So the happiness actually should be unchanging, everlasting bliss, and no pleasure, no pain. Understand? No pain, no pleasure. Bliss, that is called ananda in Sanskrit. There is no word ananda which is equivalent in English. That is only now the bliss we can make it to fill up that gap. Happiness is not the right word for ananda. Blissful state, bliss is reflecting really the kind of ananda what is envisaged in meditation, in the divine happiness. So divine happiness is called ananda. That is what every master, every philosopher, they are keeping the name, the ananda in their name. Premananda, Nityananda, Satyananda, all anandas have come. Because that is the target of actually the independence. If you are free from everything, then you are in ananda. If you are clustered, or if you are in clutches of anything, or if you are under bondage, over, you are not having ananda. Okay, so that is what is the subject of spiritual science. Meditation gives you ananda. Only meditation gives you ananda. Only one methodology is there. Any way you go, ultimately the mind should be peaceful and calm. Okay, prashamanopayaha iti yogaha. Prashamanopayaha. Keep your mind calm and calm always. Okay, so with this, desires are there, of course, to erode your happiness. So kindly do not go with that. Have a goal, and then you will be safe, and you will have maintained everything is there. But one thing is there: any desire is there, you take it to the paper, not to the heart. Don't trouble the heart and mind. You keep all 1,000 desires outside your heart. That will work, no problem. Okay. So now, with this, we will conclude the session with the message that you seek the divine happiness of the meditation. Okay, you will seek the divine happiness of being calm in mind without allowing it to be disturbed. Always keep friendship with your mind. Don't give dent on the mind by feeling bad. If you are unhappy, it is a sort of weakness. It will a sort of punishing your mind. The mind will get dented, where you are hitting with hammer your mind whenever you are feeling problem, whenever you are troubling your mind. That means that you are sad or a bad feeling or you are disturbed in the mind. That shows that you are hammering your mind again and again. The more hammerings, more dents, makes the mind weak. So we should avoid that. Each and every desire is like that. So keep the desires off the mind. It is not, you should not have desires. You have the desires, but off the mind. You only work, bodily work you should do to fulfill that. All take in the paper and go on working on that. Whatever happens is happening. But don't trouble the mind and heart. Okay. Then the comfort and joys and all those things are there. That is all temporary things. That with the knowledge of that, always keep both. We need happiness as well as divine happiness. Because we have body, no, we cannot escape. We cannot go without bodily pleasures or peace and comfort. We need that. My dear masters, kindly understand that it is not only needed, but you need the divine happiness also. That is the message. Both, so long we are in this physical world, we need comfort, we need pleasure, we need peace. Okay, masters. And we cannot say that it is everything is over. No, you must understand, should learn and seek the divine happiness, which will overcome all these three happinesses. When once you have divine happiness, automatically your desires will be nullified. Automatically your this sort of happiness, this and that, is already incorporated in that. Okay. So the supreme, the quality of happiness is divine. So the divine happiness should be the target of us. But that is not the target, but it is a means of our life. My dear masters, don't go only for happiness, I am living here. No. To achieve your target, keep happiness as a weapon for that. If you are happy, you will be able to do that. If you are not happy, you will not be able to do or accomplish or achieve or be successful in any venture, whatever you take up. So with this lesson, we thank you very much for hearing, and now let us see two videos, one for human happiness, the other for divine happiness. Very quickly we'll go through.
In the last 6 months, more than 1,000 books have been published about it. Universities around the world are teaching on it. For 30 years, scientists have been studying it. Governments are appointing cabinet positions to oversee it. The United Nations named an official day after it. Google Analytics prove people are searching for it. In fact, It's one of humanity's oldest pursuits. Happy. We are wealthier, more educated, and live longer than any previous generation. And as a nation, the US is one of the wealthiest, most powerful, and technologically advanced. And in the most recent World Happiness Report, the United States ranked 17th. And during the Great Depression, when there was little to be happy about, we were actually 18% less depressed than we are now. We have been taught that hard work equals success, which equals happiness, right? Wrong. Research proves happiness is actually a precursor to success, not the other way around. Did you know? Neuroscience proves that we are hardwired to perform at our best when we are happy. Studies show that happy, positive, optimistic people earn higher incomes, set and achieve more aggressive goals, experience less stress, remain calm in high-pressure situations, are more energetic, recover from illness faster, and live longer. Happiness is serious business. When we engage in positive, real-life relationships, our bodies release chemicals that actually help reduce anxiety and increase concentration and focus. How you feel and your attitude toward life all stem from your thoughts, actions, and where you focus your time and energy. Yet we are constantly surrounded by negativity. If we want things to change, we have to create the change. And we start by choosing positivity and happiness. Just imagine the possibilities if there were more happy and positive people in this world. A world with more peace, optimism, and compassion is possible. Like a pebble thrown into a pond, it only takes one to create the ripple of happiness. Happiness is so contagious and infectious that one positive person can spread happiness to more than 1,000 people. That means all it takes to create change on a local, regional, state, country, global scale is one person. And research shows that just by spreading happiness, you actually become happier. You can choose happiness and choose to share it. You can be the catalyst to spread it directly and indirectly. Are you that one? It starts with you, yet it's bigger than you. Happiness is bold. It is courageous, audacious, and challenging. You have the power to choose happiness and to spread it. Join the movement, share the movement, be the one who makes the difference, and live happy.
Another one we'll see.
Stories of Lord Buddha's time. Sharing bliss. Anabhara was the slave of Sumana. Anabhara had just cut the grass on the meadow. He was walking toward his master's home. Suddenly, at one place, he saw a monk with his bowl begging for food. He threw his bundle of grass down and ran into the house and came back with some rice that had been given to him for his own food by his master. The monk ate the rice and blessed him with some words of religious comfort. The daughter of his master was watching him from the window. She felt happy and she called out, "Good, Anabhara, very good." When Sumana, her father, heard these words, he came out and asked her what she said and what it means. She told Sumana about Anabhara's kind deeds and the religious words of comfort spoken by the monk. Sumana went to his slave and offered him some money to divide the bliss of his offering. Anabhara bent his head low and said, "My master, let me first ask the venerable man." Anabhara went back to the monk and said, "My master has asked me to share with him the bliss of the offering I made you of my allowance of rice." Is it right that I should divide it with him? The monk replied in a parable. He said, in a village of 100 houses, a single light was burning. Then a neighbor came with his lamp and lit it. And in this same way, the light was communicated from house to house, and the brightness in the village was increased. Thus, the light of religion may be diffused without stinting him to communicate it. Let the bliss of your offering also be diffused, divided. Kanakapura returned to his master's house and said to him, I present you, my lord, with a share of the bliss of my offering. Deign to accept it. Sumana accepted it and offered his slave a sum of money. But Kanakapura replied, not so, my lord. If I accept your money, it would appear as if I sold you my share. Bliss cannot be sold. I beg you will accept it as a gift. The master replied, Brother Kanakapura, from this day forth you shall be free. Live with me as my friend and accept this present as a token of my respect. Thank you.
Yes, masters. The message is that the bliss is spreading like a light. Okay. If one person is blissful and that bliss will spread around him, all the people will be blissful. So one light is sufficient to light the entire universe. It is like that. And human happiness is a temporary thing that cannot be given to others. Actually, it cannot be shared. Okay. So that bodily happiness is there so long we enjoy as a temporary gesture. We should be aware of when once we are seeking that, and always we should be in the light of knowledge that we are always blissful with the calm and a sort of blissful state of mind. We should discharge all our duties. So this is the message from PSS Academy. My dear masters, thank you very much for listening to me and viewing the slides. And with this, I conclude the session of happiness for today. And I request the madam to take on further.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you for re-emphasizing to us that everything is temporary and the happiness which comes out only through meditation is permanent, sir. Thank you so much. Dear masters, kindly raise your hand if you have any query which we can ask to our master, Shivaramappa sir.
This is a subject having impact on so much of the universe, So I feel everybody has got some sort of doubt, this and that and all those things, because it cannot be just like that, bring out some sort of light. This is a thing, which is needed for everyone. So any kind of heat of doubts also, let us discuss so that we will be able to answer everybody in a right way. Okay. So as usual, kindly speak on and give your considered opinions, masters.
So we have our Upadhyaya, sir.
Our Upadhyaya master is there.
Sir, thank you very much. Very beautifully you have explained this concept.
Yes.
We are very grateful to you. And yes, can we conclude that the meditation is the Brahmastra to reach to have a happiness, real happiness?
Yes. Yes, that is the essence of today's class. We had to reach the divine happiness in preference to all. Okay. That will incorporate everything. Nice of you, sir.
May I ask one irrelevant question?
Tell me, sir. Questions are very important.
Meditation is the Brahmastra.
Yes.
But can you suggest a technique to reach to a deep meditation very quickly? How can we jump very quickly to have a deep meditation?
You mean to say what is the easiest and
Yes, sir. Yes.
cocksure methodology of reaching the deep silence,
Yes.
isn't it?
Exactly. Yes.
Okay. Sir, but that actually there is no special practice on that. The only thing is that we have to keep continuous practice. Continuity, consistency, and persistence is the key factors for that. Okay. So the moment you don't give up anything, if you give up, then we have failed. Okay. So long you don't give up, you need not get the result. But when you are practicing, and you are definitely you are the winner for that. We should not give up the thing. Consistency is very important in achieving everything. The moment you are giving up, you are utter a failure. That's it, because it will never be attempted again. And while doing so, we have to be sincere and you have to undertake the real task. It is not for the sake of others. We are only working or we are attempting for our own development. So that should be the target. It is not that I should be able to help others. That is secondary. First, you should learn things. You should become that. Then only automatically others will get. You need not work also. Automatically it will go. The energy flows to others. So we have to develop ourselves to be a fund of that energy system. To be a light is more important. Lead me to light. That is only important. So, and it happens by practice only. Practice. Only thing is that you have to understand that keeping the thoughts process is a little bit tough job, but it is not impossible. But by just in the beginning, you keep music to help you. Afterwards, you need not take the assistance of music. You will end up into beautiful silence. By and by, it will develop. As far as my case is concerned, I give you my personal attempt. Okay, how I could be in the field of meditation. Okay, unless I am convinced, it's very difficult for anyone to continue, isn't it? When I was in the service, I worked as chief accounts officer in BSNL in Bangalore city also. Okay, then I applied for leave for 7 days in the first instance. In the beginning, when Patriji's message has reached me, I decided to follow the path of meditation. So 7 days, I have not done anything except meditation. How? It's a schedule of meditation, the morning 1 hour, after half an hour gap, again another 1 hour, again gap, like that. It is a serious attempt at one stroke, okay? And then I could get whatever I wish to do. And I am not telling that this is only the path for everybody. As you find time, you can stagger and schedule, but you should not give up. You must be on the process, and then it will be yours. Buddha says, anything is possible till it is not given up. If it is given up, no result. Okay, sir? I think the consistency will be there. Your intent will take you to the results. Okay, sir?
Sir, thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank
So,
you.
Nimesh
Yes,
Gowda. Unmute.
You have to unmute yourself, sir.
Unmuting. Yes, now it's
Done, sir.
Sir, you explained very nicely. Happy and unhappy. how to take part. It's true.
Yes, sir.
Enough, sir.
Thank you very much. Then, any more, Master?
We have Ranganathan, sir.
Ranganathan ji.
Yes, sir. Today it is very good, sir. Upadhyay sir told that this is a Brahmastra to reach the ultimate goal. In addition to that, I would like to add one more word that it is the Brahmastra to kill all the negatives and then reach the ultimate happiness. Is my much more refined definition along with sir's definition.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That is also very good. My opinion.
Fantastic. It is really a Brahmastra.
Yes, sir, that is true.
Ultimate weapon.
Yeah, in this world, it is really great, sir. I experienced so many things, sir. Really, all tensions they are all gone after meditation. For the whole day, will be happy.
Fantastic.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, my dear. Thank you, Master.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, anyone?
Yes, sir. We have Vijay Kumar, sir.
Vijay Kumar, sir. Namaste.
Namaste, sir. Sir, can I connect my blind belief system to mood, mind, likes and dislikes? One thing. Another question is there, to which chakra is happiness related to?
This is chakra.
To which chakra is happiness is connected to?
Master ji.
Yes.
It should reach.
Pardon? No, the chakras are the agencies of soul. 100%. Okay. So every chakra is equally happy energy. It is the easy energy. It is. So all energy, whether it is small or big, both are same.
Okay.
You understood?
Yes, sir.
Even energy in atom and energy in the whole world, both are same. There is no difference. Small and big energy will not be there. Energy is energy. So happiness, anything internal happiness is happiness. All chakras give you that sort of happiness. And accumulation will be in the Sahasrara. You understand? The happy waves of energies will be reaching Sahasrara for a sort of a beautiful, the assimilation will be done in Sahasrara chakra. So that will go into the Shiva and Shakti. Shakti is inside and Shiva will be performing. Okay. So Sahasrara chakra is the place for wisdom. And all happiness is embodied in wisdom. Wisdom itself is happiness.
Their soul and mind is aligned, sir.
Yes, yes. Yes. That is only when once it is aligned, then Sahasrara will be fine. Okay. With the soul knowledge, not with other knowledge. Otherwise, the Sahasrara will be in very, very foul information. Okay. So when once, unless mind is aligned to the soul, Sahasrara will not be able to help you. So alignment is very important. That's why become yogi. That is the first lesson for us. So align yourself, do meditation, then everything will follow. Meditation is the gateway for your enlightened life. Enlightened life is happy life, that's it. Ananda is the content of the self. Okay. So you will be in always Ananda sthiti.
Okay.
That is blissful state. Okay, sir?
Okay.
Every chakra is as important as the another one. No chakra is inferior or no energy is inferior. Every energy system is equal.
Okay.
Okay, sir?
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Nice of you, sir. Good question is that.
Thank you.
We have Master KK. Sir, can you kindly introduce yourself?
Yeah, thanks, madam. I'm really astonished by the level of knowledge of sir. But still, there are certain pertinent questions which remain. Um, in terms of as the sir said, there is a lot of confusion between happiness and blissful state. We see children, well, kids are very happy before 5 years, as basically consider them as God. But as they grow, there is always a conditioned happiness. You are happy when you are what do you call it, your desires are fulfilled or something. But also, it goes on to the level when we evolve to the Satchit Ananda. So, how do people always say that's the final state which you need to achieve? So, how do you think this is the progressive state towards Satchit Ananda?
Masterji, Satyachit Ananda is a word to explain the energyful blissfulness. Okay, that is a state of mind. And your question is from the children, how to reach Sachidananda? You want to ask for that?
Children are very happy, sir, but now as adults we have conditional happiness. So how do we say this?
Okay, how to come out of that conditions?
Yes, sir.
Conditional happiness. How to come out, isn't it? So
Yes.
as we grow, children are very cute and they will not be affected by external events because the mind will be stable there. It will not attract the eventual information as long as their mind is growing further. The influence of the external events should be so strong to influence the mind of the pupil. So as and when you grow, that will be absorbing. So in the children up to fifth state, fifth years, 5 years, up to the level of 5 years, they will be in touch with the celestial, the upper world's connection will be there from where they have come, okay? That connection will be there. Afterwards, gradually, the mind will lose its connection and gets engrossed with the eventual events outside. Then they start influencing the mind. That's why we lose the kind of happiness that we derive from the celestial worlds, from the earlier connections. Okay. And then we will be victims of the eventual all sorts of surroundings and environmental knowledge we acquire, and that will give a mixed result, and we become conditional. Okay, and certain conditions only we will be happy, otherwise we will be taken to task, we will be disturbed. Okay, and this influence we should stop. Again, just like children, we have to be aware of our children level of knowledge, and then we should deal everything outside without getting any influence from them. That is called wisdom. Okay, so that wisdom we will be getting from the source of soul. So for that, this knowledge is essential right from 5 years age. Okay, right from the childhood we should give them this brahmastra so that they will resist the influence of the objective things, external environmental force, they will be able to resist. That's why this sort of spiritual science has to be imparted on the pupil right from the early stage of life, that is in the child state itself. Okay, so then their minds will be stabilized and they will be understanding this is bad. Okay, because they are given this sort of knowledge. Then the influence will be less from the outside, and influence of the soul will be totally will be on developmental side, and the self development will be taking place, and he will reach that Sat Chit Ananda. Sat means permanent, Chit means energy. You have to have energy sufficiently. Sat means a permanent, or it is true values. Sat means energy, and Chit is in the mind, in the mind we should establish. Both are interdependent, Sat and Chit. Sat means energy and permanency. Chit means your mind status, and free mind should be filled up with energy. Your chitta should be filled up with energy, and then you will get the result of ananda. So that's why the terms are called Sat Chitta Ananda, because Sat is getting filled up in the chitta. Your mind is filled up with energy, and that gives rise to ultimate ananda. That's why many people want them to be called as Sat Chit Ananda, Satchidananda. It's a complex word, Sat Satchilata, Satchidananda, that is called. We have to divide it three words, Sat Chit Ananda. Okay, Master. So it is not far away, it is not unreachable, it is not impossible. It is only depending on the practice of our alignment, of our realizing the self, understanding the structure of our own self. That's it. Then we derive the wisdom. Once wisdom is there, everything will be understood. And then happiness will be continuous. Okay, Master?
Okay, sir.
Did you get your point clear, sir? Hello?
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I got a fair idea. I think it's okay, yeah. So
yes. Yes,
so,
sir.
Thanks, sir. Thanks for the
Every child should be given this knowledge so that they will not become like us, half-minded people. If we are now coming to know gradually, we will become that, okay? Now at a later stage, whatever it is, nothing is, see, even late also there is nothing, okay, isn't it? So, this, as early as possible, we should get this sort of knowledge and get changed over to the better. That's it. So if a child is given, then nothing like that. It's very beautiful. They will grow as Satchidanandas only. In every kind of action, they will give their wisdom. They will exhibit their wisdom and be very instrument of Ananda in the society. Any more, Masters?
I think we are done, sir, today.
Yes, fine.
Tomorrow's topic is what is God or Brahman, sir?
Yes. So how to understand the term God, okay? That is also very important in the society because everyone is thinking that God should come to their rescue, okay? And they are doing their own work. And they think, oh God, you please save me, save me, save me. So how far it is justifiable request, or is there anything with, has any bearing on us, our life? Are we getting any help from him or not? Let us find out tomorrow, okay?
Okay, sir.
Fine.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for another enlightening session for us, sir. And you spoke about happiness today. Thank you so much, sir. And dear masters, let us all meet tomorrow evening at 3:50 p.m. again for another enriching topic for us, for our spiritual growth. Thank you.
Bye, masters. Thank you very much.